If I were to rate the sound system in my new car, I would say it's a pretty good out of 10. It's got 2 speakers in every door and 8-inch subwoofers under both of the front seats. And it does an extremely good job of hitting all the frequencies.
Hey, don't forget the deck lid speakers.
This doesn't have deck lid speakers.
What?
So, the only thing that this could use is a little more bass, and obviously the clarity could be better, but it's a car. But Tyler was obsessively searching Facebook Marketplace the other night and found these for like half off.
What's that?
So let's put them in and see if these things are worth the hype. Oh my goodness gracious, we are losing light quickly. Fortunately, this is supposed to be easy. This is a BAV Sound Ghost underseat subwoofer upgrade, and if nothing else, it is extremely pretty looking. Look at that. And it's got nice rubber gaskets. This is the version 2. It's a plug-and-play upgrade for BMWs. They've got graphs. We'll look at the graphs later. We're gonna make our own graphs and see if their graphs match my graphs, or if you know, it's gonna get real graphic. But first, well, I guess it won't be first. I'm going to go take some measurements of the sound before we do any work, and take some video clips so that you guys can hear it, and then we'll start figuring out what on earth we have to do. They're under the seat somewhere. Supposedly you don't have to remove the seat to install these. He's got the tools to hopefully make that happen. Right now he's just replacing my, what is it, belt tensioner?
Yeah, tensioner pulley.
Yeah, tensioner pulley's a little unhappy. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh. It's those small things. And you just happen to have one sitting around because of course, so he's...
I misordered.
He's throwing it in while I do car audio tings. So to get started, I just slid the seats back and then didn't know what this handle does. It tilts the seats. I had no idea you could tilt the seats. That I've been just living in not as comfortable of a world as I could, because apparently you can tilt the seats. And this is the subwoofer under here. It's a whole bunch of Phillips, and we're getting at them with this very, very lengthy boy here. Getting these rear ones is going to be an adventure no matter what, but we'll see. I gave up, and I unbolted the seat. Why does it not come back as far as I'd like? Oh, there we go. It's just 4 Torxes, and they came out super easy. Now we have all the access in the world. I don't understand how an 8-inch speaker fits here. So once you're done with all the Phillips head screws, there's 6 of them, and then there is 4 T20s holding the subwoofer in, and they're all under this super nice like plush cloth with like a mass-loaded foam backing. It's really nice. Also, I thought I found a penny, but I was wrong. I found a Euro 5-cent piece, and then under that seat there is a €2 piece. So kind of confirms this thing's German heritage. And now I have to go all around both cars because I'm an idiot. Tyler, how are we doing? God, it smells like gas back here for some reason. Yeah, our repair didn't work. Oh, hey, that's it. €1. €1.
Yeah.
It looks the same as the 2.
So you got basically $3.
3. Oh, I see. The colors are inverted. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I love Monopoly money. Well, those came out pretty easy. You'll want a little tool like this to undo the connector, which is just a single tab, but this is what the speakers look like. This isn't the cone. This is just part of the basket with some foam to let the music through. And there's the magnet, and then there's the cone in there. So there's the spider, The magnet is just... Yeah, the magnet's inside the cone, sort of. It's very strange. Not the worst thing I've ever seen, though. Certainly in good shape, but not as good as what's replacing it, I hope. Also has the magnet in a weird area, but has this nice aluminum instead of that mesh. Yeah.
Time to install the DOM woofers.
Yep. Is there anything else in here? What's oh, hey, look. Are those instructions? Is that
Where's the other one?
the other box
Oh,
in the shop?
Oh.
Pull out that yellow paper. What is that?
break-in procedure. But it looks like those have been installed, so they've probably already been
Oh,
broken.
they have been installed. Okay, so these are used.
Plug it in.
So I've had a few days to drive the car and listen to the BAV sound system a bit more and get a better idea of what I think of the subwoofers. But first, let's take a look here at the graphs. Now, this graph is an overlay of both before and after, just taken with an app on my phone. Let me adjust some colors, and there we can see now there's sort of a difference between the before and after. Ignore the two on the bottom. That just shows what was happening when I took the screenshot. It's the sort of faded lines at the top that are what matters around the 80 hertz line. Where it's blue is where the BAV sound was performing better, and where it's red is where it was a little bit lower. So you can see through about 60 hertz down, the BAV sound was performing better than stock. And that is the sub-bass region that they actually mention in their marketing. It says here, our woofers are 10 decibels louder from 20 to 60 hertz, resulting in twice the loudness in this critical sub-bass range. And from what I can tell, it is louder in that range, which is where you're really going to notice it. Mid-bass, it's not quite as good according to, you know, my iPhone's microphone and an app while doing a frequency sweep, but it does seem to meet the marketing. Because let's take a look at theirs here. It shows, you know, 10 hertz to 500 hertz. It's better. The shape's not quite the same, but again, you know, my testing methodology is not amazing and my equipment is not stellar. So overall, I think the measurements honestly make sense. I think that their marketing is pretty truthful. But on to the subjective part, it sounds a lot better. I was not expecting it to sound as good as it does, or as much of an improvement as it does. Of course, I've kind of gotten used to it over the last few days, and it doesn't, you know, blow me away every time I get in the car, but it does give a noticeably full body to the sound now. It doesn't sound like there's something missing. It doesn't really, it's not going to take the place of, you know, an actual subwoofer. If you really want that 50 hertz and lower, you're gonna need a 10 or a 12 in the trunk. There's no real getting around that. But for people who aren't listening to super bass heavy music, maybe you're listening to rock and you just have kick drums. Kick drums sound fantastic.
this is ideal. And really, if OEM Plus is what you want, this is how you get OEM Plus. I'm sure maybe more amplification. They used to sell an amp for the E90s, Bavsound did, that would get more power to all the channels. I don't think they sell that anymore, but maybe if you fed these subs with some more power, they would actually perform better. I'm not sure, but overall I'm pretty happy, and it definitely makes me enjoy being in my car more. For $600 brand new, I think it's something to budget for if everything I've said sounds good to you. And if you find a set used like I did, buy them instantly. Like, it's definitely worth it. I think I got these for $250, worth every penny. Thanks for watching.